The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for April the 2nd, 2013. I'm live, it's now 11:11, and I do hope you stay with me till the end of the show. If you would like to get in touch with the show, I am going to be taking voice calls tonight, and all you need to do is simply call the number that I'm going to call out quite soon and leave your name, leave your question, followed by your location as well. And what happens when you dial the number, it's pretty straightforward. It'll go straight onto the answering machine, and it'll say, "Hi, welcome to Irish Psychic, sorry I'm unavailable." And then it'll say, "Please leave your message after the tone." And all you need to do is simply say, "Hi, my name is John," or whatever your name is. My question for the show is as follows. Just, call out whatever it is, the question that you want to ask the show. And then simply tell me your location. It is that simple. And if you have a piece of paper there and a pen, I will call out the number. The number to call is a Dublin-based number. It's not a premium rate number. And the number to call is 01443 4357. So I'll call that number out once again, so do get dialing. I'm closing the telephone lines at 11:15, so if you don't get in before then, if you ring after that time, I won't be taking any more callers after that. So I will be, going through all the voice messages, and hopefully you will get one of those questions answered on the show. So again, the number to call is 01443 4357. And if you're outside of Ireland, you're more than welcome to get in touch with the show. Again, just check the cost of the call before you call, but it is just a local landline here in Ireland. And the number to call if you're outside of Ireland is 00353 1443 4357. And again, that number is 00353 1443 4357. And if you've missed all the details of those telephone numbers, all you need to do is log on to irishpsychic.net, which is where hopefully a lot of you are listening into the show at the moment. Hello to all the people in the Spreaker chat room as well. There seems to be no one there at the moment, but there will be quite soon, because they always come in and they start chatting away. And if you don't have Spreaker, it is a mobile application. So if you would like to download that to your mobile phone, just go to the App Store and simply search for Spreaker. That's Spreaker. Spreaker, and once it's downloaded, you can subscribe to the show, which is the Irish Psychic Show. And as I've mentioned, I'm live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. And you're probably thinking, well, today's the 2nd of April, why weren't you on yesterday? Well, the main reason, as you know, yesterday was April the 1st, and it's April Fool's Day. So if I did do the show yesterday, I was afraid no one would listen in case it was an April Fool. So there we go. So that's why I, rescheduled it to tonight, which is April the 2nd. But it's the same great show, and it's, the same fantastic readings. And I just want to thank you all as well for tuning in for tonight. Also, if you would like to leave a message via Facebook, you're more than welcome to do so. And all you need to do is simply join the event via Irish Psychic. So obviously search for Irish Psychic first on Facebook. Join the page with over 12,000 fans. Join the event then when it says free psychic readings April the 2nd 2013, and comment there with your question via that event page, and I will be answering some of the questions there as well. Alternatively, you can also ask your question via irishpsychic.net. If you scroll down there, you'll see where other people have sent in their question. But you're not guaranteed, I'm afraid. You're not guaranteed a reading just by, sending in your question. There is still some people thinking that just because you comment, you're guaranteed a reading on air. You're not. But having said all that, if you don't get a reading on tonight's show, it's good news, because I'm here until 2 a.m. doing private readings. And if you've never had a private reading with me before, again, you just click on the purchase reading tab via irishpsychic.net, and readings start from €3, which is £2, which is $4, and that's for a 1-question micro reading. And a lot of people go for the 15-card reading because you can ask up to 5 questions. And some people kind of wonder, what questions can you ask a psychic? Well, I answer any question that you send into the show except health-related questions. Again, a lot of people think that, all psychics can answer health-related questions. We can pick up health issues, and, when we do pick up something, I will pass it on then, but I won't actually answer a health-related question. So if someone asks me a question like, how's my health going to be for 2013, I won't do the question regarding health. I'll do a general reading in relation to that question, but I will stress you must go and see your doctor, because they are the main people obviously that can diagnose that. So I do hope that that all makes sense. But any other question, you're very welcome to send into the show. You can ask about career, love, anything like that. Please do send in your questions to the show. Okay, so it's time for a quick break, or a bit of music, should I say. This is Karen Craig, and it's called If You Can't Stay. Do join me after this.
There's only so long that you can tempt your fate before it gets too strong and you take the bait. And so I went off in the wrong direction for a little while. And maybe it's wrong, but I don't want to say how we ever ended up this way. 'Cause I'm so glad, but I'm so afraid. And if you can't stay, will you promise me that you'll come back to me, and then my heart won't break anymore? 'Cause I can't take anymore if I have to live without you now. And if there's anyone strong enough, and if there's anyone ever gonna make me happy too, and I don't wanna live with anybody else, so maybe this time it will be different. That's the hope I'm hanging on to, while I'm hanging on to you. I've never needed to believe in you as much as I do now. I need the truth, I need to know it's me and you. So if you can't stay, will you promise me that you'll come back to me, then my heart won't break anymore? 'Cause I can't take anymore if I had to live without you now. And if there's anyone strong enough, and if there's anyone ever gonna make me happy too, and I don't wanna live with anybody else. And I know it's not too late for things to fall apart. You can't avoid a broken heart. So if you can't stay, will you promise me that you'll come back to me, then my heart won't break anymore? 'Cause I can't take anymore if I had to live without you now. And if there's anyone strong enough, and if there's anyone ever gonna make me happy too, and I don't wanna live with anybody else.
There you go, that was Karen Craig and If You Can't Stay. I was kind of singing along there to that song, and I'm sure a lot of people were singing along to that song. Do let me know if you were, please. Okay, so it's time for my first reading of the night. So if you've sent in a question via irishpsychic.net or via Facebook or you've left a voice message. I will be closing the lines at 11:15, not too long away, only 6 minutes away. So if you have not dialed the number, please do so. You'll have a 90% better chance getting a reading if you leave a voice message for the show. The number to call is 01443 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00353 1443 43 57. And again, if you've missed any of the details of that telephone line, the details can be found via irishpsychic.net. Okay, so I'm actually on irishpsychic.net, and I'm going to take my first question there. And the first person I'd like to read for is Hayley Macmillan. Anything good happening for me? Hayley Macmillan, Irvine, Scotland. No problem at all, Hayley. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And if you've just joined me for the very first time, you're very welcome. This show goes out live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. and it's now 11:10. So I'm just shuffling the cards. And also I do hope that you got the last show, which was on Friday. It was with Jackie Weaver, who is an animal pet psychic. Fantastic show. If you've missed it, once this show finishes, click the drop down arrow on the player via irishpsychic.net and you can select there the different the different shows. Sorry, I was just laying out the cards there. Okay, so in relation to the question there, Hayley, that you're asking there, anything good happening for me? The answer is yes to that, but it's up to you to see it, because you have the Ace of Cups in the upright position, which is always about love and relationships, so that's really, really positive. However, the only cards that are kind of showing up here that are kind of negative are you have the Hanged Man, that's in the reverse position. That's one of the major cards. A major card just means that there's a higher significance. You have the Death card, again, that's in the reverse position. You also have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, and also the Two of Swords. It's like if, I'm not too sure if there's someone around you at the moment, Hayley, but when the King of Coins comes up, it's always an indication here of the partner, and also the Ace of Cups there as well. It's like if you're kind of going through a patch here where you're kind of wondering, what's going on in your life and in the relationship, and you're kind of thinking, what should I do? And you'll often find that when we, have our own problems, it's very easy to blame it on other people, if that makes sense. We often find ourselves, when we have issues going on in our own lives, we kind of think, oh, it's obviously my partner, that's the cause of it, and this is all the emotional stress and, things like that. But I don't feel that's the case at all. I feel that it's just, you need to let go of all the stuff that's happening. And, if, there's a lot of kind of things around you where you're kind of thinking, things aren't going to move forward for you and things aren't going to, get better. They definitely are, but it's up to you to see that. And that's why the Death card come up in the reverse position, because it's like if there's just kind of one of those kind of dark clouds hanging over you at the moment, and you just need to let it go. And that's what I say to anyone who's suffering, from anything regarding emotional stress or anything like that. Just let it go. Ask Spirit to take it away from you just at night time. Just say, I now release all, negative energies from my life. Just say that to yourself, and trust me, it will definitely work. They're also I'm starting over my speech there. They're also indicating here, Hayley, with the Two of Cups, about the work situation. So if you were worried about the work side of things, everything's going to get better there. It's just a matter of perseverance. So I do hope that has answered your question. And thank you very much, Hayley, as well, for sending in your question to the show. I'd love to hear your feedback as well. If you've never left feedback, but you've got a reading on the show, or a private reading, the best way to leave feedback is to go to irishpsychic.net, which a lot of people are listening in on at the moment, and then click on Facebook feedback. That's all you need to click, and there you can add your comment, and I would really, really appreciate that. Please, and there is over 136 people who've left their feedback there via that wall, and it's not a place to leave your question for the show. If you do, I just ban you immediately, and I don't give any reply or anything. You're just banned immediately, because it says Facebook feedback, and that's nothing to do with the show. It's basically only if you've had a reading, that's where you leave your feedback, hence the name feedback. But you do get the odd person commenting there, can you tell me about my love life or anything like that, and unfortunately for them, they may not realise it, but they're just blocked immediately, and they'll never be able to get a reading on the show. So even if you've never got a reading on the show and you're thinking, oh, how will I get in touch with Irish Psychic, like I've mentioned, the telephone line is open. It's closing at 11:15, which is just 2 minutes away. You can also leave your question via the event page via Facebook, and also via my main website, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio tab there, and obviously you can leave your question via the post there at the very end. Okay, so I'll take another one, I think. Again, if you've commented there with anonymous, I don't answer any anonymous questions, mainly because there's a lot of people listening into the show, and it's great if I just have a name. So even if you don't want to use your real name, just any name will do, just once you recognise yourself when I'm reading out the question. The next person I'd like to read for is Loretta Crawford, and you're just asking love, thanks. No problem at all. And a card is after flying out, so that just goes to show you that there's a lot of energy around you at the moment. And you're in Glasgow, so I'm just shuffling the cards now. Loretta. They've just told me to stop. I'm looking at the cards now. Right, quite interesting cards. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse position. On that particular card, there's 3 daggers and a heart. We have the Three of Cups, that's in the reverse position. And they're kind of indicating here all about commitment, Loretta. Maybe you fear commitment. Some people do. Or maybe it's in the past where someone has kind of let you down and things have kind of gone astray and things have been quite difficult. Having, all that, and if there is emotional stress from, a previous relationship, it's very difficult to get over that. And I'm not going to say it's easy to let go and forget someone who's, been there in your life in the past, but you need to kind of go, right, I want to move on in my life and I actually want to focus on my life and what makes me happy. And that's the most important person in any relationship is yourself and then your partner, because if you're not happy in the relationship, well then how can a relationship work? And that's a lot of the time, people kind of think, well, why am I in a relationship if I'm feeling unhappy? You have to ask yourself, well, why are you in the relationship in the first place? If your partner can't make you happy and you're not happy yourself, it's pointless you being in the relationship because you're just bringing that other person down as well. So it's about, going through the different issues, solving your problems, and, the best thing that I always find is just to speak openly about how you're feeling. Even if you feel that you're having a really, really bad day, just say it to your partner. And, let them know how you're feeling, because it's pointless when someone asks you, are you okay? And you just say, yeah, I'm fine. And then they say, no, you're not fine. And then you say, no, I am. And then it causes a row and, you kind of tell people to, go away. You need to be very open within a relationship. So please do that for me, Loretta. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Okay, I think it's time for a Facebook reading before we take another commercial break. So I'm just going over to Facebook. And if you've asked a question via Facebook, via the event page, fingers crossed you do get one of the readings on tonight's show. And the lines are now closed, so please do not call the studio. Like I've mentioned, the lines were open right before I come on air as well. And I told you they closed at 11:15. So like I've mentioned, if you did leave a voice message for the show, you have a 90% better chance getting a reading on this show. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, there's a lot of questions, so thank you very much. I'm just going through them all here, and again, if you don't know what to ask, please just type you'd like a PPF, which stands for a past, present and future reading. It's quite a good one to ask. Okay, there is Alison Mileham. No problem at all, Alison. So Alison has just asked, any update on my future? Alison in East Kilbride. No problem, Alison. So I'm just shuffling the cards. And hello there to Brian Moore as well. He's listening into the show. And Clara O'Connor as well. And Tony as well from California. Okay, I'm just laying out the cards now. Alison, you're just asking with regards about your future. Okay, you have the Moon card in the reverse position, along with the Seven of Scepters in the reverse position, and also the Death card in the reverse position. It seems like there's always a theme, throughout the show, and in this kind of case, it's about the past, and it seems like a lot of people, are kind of stuck in the past, and that's what the Death card indicates here. Again, Alison, it's like if you haven't yet let go of all the issues that have, been kind of dragging you down, and we're all human, we all have things to deal with in life, and sometimes, when family are there and family are causing, arguments or they're causing hassle, and they, speak to you about, certain different situations, and you're trying to, take on board their feelings, and you have your own emotions as well. It's very easy to bring across your own emotions, but it's also very easy to take on board their emotions as well. So if they're angry or anything like that, it's very easy to absorb their energy, and that's something that you need to be careful of here, Alison, and that goes for anyone listening into the show. Always kind of put that wall up in front of you where you can actually, block out any negativity surrounding, someone that wants to kind of bring you down is the best way of putting it, because it's like if I just see someone wanting to bring you down, Alison, and you need to kind of have, the better hand, so to speak, and it's just a matter of putting that kind of, wall in front of yourself and saying, do you know what, I'm not going to deal with this now, and, just let it go. And that's the best advice that I can give you, is just let it go, because you'll often find there's no what's the word? There's no kind of easy matter, so to speak. There's no, they're not going to listen anyway. So it's pointless you putting your emotions across and then, bringing you down. So I do hope, Alison, that has answered your questions. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Hopefully I do have voice callers, so I will be listening to those during the next bit of music, which is just coming up now. So if you've left one of those voice messages, fingers crossed, continue on listening into the show. You may get one of those readings. This is Matt Baker and Afternoon, and if you've just joined me, it is now 19 minutes past 11 and I'm here until 12 at midnight. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball, the answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
In dream of you tonight. I've lost you 1,000 times, and I found you now. Now you make me wait in line without you. I've flown high above the trees, I've been stranded on my knees. Now I cross the lonely seas without you. But to say that it's all over, when I know that it ain't all over, cuts me through and through, and all I see is you. I'm afraid that I'll never hold her, or regret all I've never told you. So please don't say it's all over. I remember just last year, seems a million miles from here. Whispered night things in your ear and told you I love you to my last breath. Without you I'm nothing left. My heart sank the day you went. I need you. But to say that it's all over, when I know that it ain't all over, cuts me through and through, and all I see is you. I'm afraid that I'll never hold her, or regret all I've never told her. So please don't say better forever, never apart. Maybe in distance, but never in heart. But to say that it's all over, when I know that it ain't all over, gets me through and through, all I see is you. I'm afraid that I'll never hold her, or regret all I've never told.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Hello, you're all very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now just coming up to 11:30 here in Ireland. I'm live, like you can hear, and I'm here until 12 midnight. So there is no excuse. Please do send in your question to the show. There is loads of different ways of getting in touch with the show. The first way is via irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio tab there and you'll see where other people are commenting there with their question. The next way is via Facebook. If you've joined the event, please make sure that you have wrote your question there on the wall, and also you can get a question answered via the voice caller or the voice message, should I say, but they're all kind of full up now. I did close the lines at 11:15, so it's time for my first voice caller of the night. Hello, who's there, please?
Hello, my name is Sharon from Dublin. I just want to see if I could get a reading on my future, because it looks very bleak at the moment.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Sharon. I do hope you're listening into the show. So you just wanted just a quick reading with regards your future, because it sounds like if you're going through an awful lot at the moment. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Sharon, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay the cards for your reading. And again, I do stress that when I'm on air, I can only go into so much detail. I would love to do a 30-minute reading, but I can't. That would be a private reading, and all the details of private readings can be found via irishpsychic.net as well. So please make sure that you check my website out as well. Okay, I'm just laying out the cards now, and this is for Sharon. Okay, well, fantastic cards are after coming up. So I know you were mentioning there with regards, things are, kind of bleak at the moment. But the good news is you have the Five of Cups, that's in the reverse position. You have the Sun card, which is one of the major cards. Now, what a major card means is that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. You also have the Awakening card, again, one of the major cards. You have the Seven of Cups in the upright position, and also the Horseman of Coins in the reverse position. What they're indicating here, Sharon, it's like if you've kind of, I'm not going to say lost the will to live, but they're kind of just indicating here that you feel that at the moment things are just so difficult that you just are kind of thinking to yourself, what's the point? What's the point in getting up every morning? And you may be going through one of those kind of times at the moment where you're kind of feeling depressed and lonely, and it's not a nice feeling to be in, and you may feel that you're not getting the support that you need. And you need to kind of think from a different point of view, and you need to kind of go, right, I have my health, I have, and I heard there the child in the background, I have my children, and those are the people that I'm going to focus my energies on, and they're going to be, the ones that are going to get my energy, and they're, the ones that are going to pick me up. Because you'll often find, it is normal to go through kind of different stages in life where you're feeling a little bit low and you're feeling down in the dumps. But it's how you kind of approach the situation. Even if you feel like not getting up in the morning, just get up. Just even if it kills you to get up, just get up out of the bed and, have yourself a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee and, slice of toast, etc. Then go for a walk and just kind of clear your head, because often the time you'll find that, when you're kind of in bed, you're dreaming an awful lot and you're, going back over different situations that have happened in your past. And those are the main things that can actually hold you back and drag you down, and kind of, you're probably one of those people that does hold an awful lot of the stuff from the past. And, you do find it kind of hard to move forward. Now, again, an affirmation can solve that. And an affirmation, Sharon, is just by saying a certain thing, it changes the way you think, the way you feel, and also it changes the mood about you as well. And your friends should notice as well, the more positivity within you as well. And all I'd like you to say to yourself, Sharon, is just, I love and approve of myself and all as well in my life. And the reason why I'm saying that, Sharon, it does show here that things are going to clear and things are going to get better, because you have the Sun card here, which is always about happiness. And when I see this card, it is one of the most positive cards within the deck. It is a gorgeous card. You also have the Awakening card, and also the Seven of Cups there as well in the upright position. The Seven of Cups in the upright position, it's like if I do see you moving, but I'm not too sure where it is that you want to move, or maybe that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting, and that's what Spirit is kind of indicating to me. But they're indicating here that this will happen. Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer, but they are indicating here that it will happen. But it's just a matter of you, seeing it happening and, focusing on, the positives within your life. And like I've mentioned there, you are number one in this, and also your children as well. So please, tell a friend how you're feeling if you are feeling a little bit low, and just know that, everyone is there to support you as well. So I do hope, Sharon, that has answered your question, and thank you very, very much as well for, taking the time to call the studio as well and leave that voicemail as well. And again, like I've mentioned, if you would like to leave a voice message for the show, it is pretty straightforward, like what Sharon done. You just call the number and then just wait. It'll say, I'm not available at the moment because I'm actually on air, and then it'll just say, leave your message after the tone. And once you call, please just leave your name, your question, and your location as well. It is that straightforward. It's not a premium rate number. You can decide how long you want to leave your voice message for, and that number to call is 01 443 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00353 443 43 57 as well. And I do hope that people do get in touch with the show, and that will be for the next show, and it may be tomorrow. I'm not too sure. I'm actually up to my eyes at the moment with regards private readings, and because it was the bank holiday, I kind of took Monday off, so they all kind of pile up on one another. So I may just wait until Friday. This will be probably just the first week that there'll only be 2 shows rather than 3. So the next opportunity, I think, for you to get a private reading, or should I say a reading on air with me, is on Friday night show. So please do make sure you send in your voice message, or just wait till the event I create after the end of this show. And speaking of events as well, please, if you do join, make sure that you are going to ask a question for the show. I don't want any kind of abuse or anything like that, and the people listening in at the moment will kind of know. And there was a little bit of kind of backlash last night for no apparent reason. It just got out of hand. There was people there commenting and posting up stupid pictures, and unknown to me, I blocked them. And once I blocked them, they were still able to comment in the event. And a lot of people were telling me, you have to make sure that the event is private. When you have a fan page, you can't actually do that. If it's a public profile, or if it's your own personal profile, should I say, if you create an event there, say if it's Gary's 21st birthday, obviously you want that private. You don't want everyone turning up at your doorstep. But if it's a fan page, you don't have a choice. It has to be a public event. But I thought once I blocked someone, that was it. They're no longer able to comment. But unfortunately they did, and they were commenting there saying, hey, I thought you blocked me, and they were just going on and on. So what I've done, and I did last night, is I posted their profile and I said bully number 1, then bully number 2, and bully number 3, because I don't take lightly to bullies. Fair enough, I'm all for a little bit of fun. If you want to have a little bit of fun, that's fine. If you don't believe, that's fine as well, but don't offend other people who do believe, and including myself as well as the psychic. But also there was people commenting personally about other people, which is not allowed in my event page. Calling people's names, that's bullying, it's harassment. I don't call lightly upon it. So that's why I posted up bully number 1, bully number 2, and bully number 3, all their profiles, and I asked everyone in the event page, unbeknown to them, just to report them to Facebook, and thankfully it worked. They're removed now, and I think they no longer have a profile. So they'll kind of think again. If you're ever going to think of doing something like that again, let's just say I wouldn't like to have 200 friends and family, and then all of a sudden people text me saying, where are you gone, all because you kind of tell the truth and say, well, I was abusing someone on Facebook and that's why I got removed. It's not really a nice thing to say, is it? But thankfully Facebook kicked in and they removed those profiles. So thank you very much as well for all the people who supported me last night and did report those 3 bullies. So thank you once again. Okay, so it's time for another reading, I think. And I'm just going to go through the questions here. I'm actually going to refresh the Facebook page, and there is other voice callers as well, so if you've left a voice message for the show, fingers crossed you'll get one of those readings as well. Hello there to Amanda Hill. Is it over? I just got it working, my phone. Yippee! All I can hear is songs. Laugh out loud. Well, that is it. We play songs here on the show as well, Amanda, so thank you very much as well for letting me know that you can listen in to the show as well. And unfortunately, Lisa Tyford is having a little bit of difficulty there. She has down, keep trying to go into the show. It's letting me comment, but keep saying the show is loading. Lisa, I do hope you get it, at the end of the show. It just says that it's buffering. Maybe it's a slow connection. But fingers crossed anyway. Everyone else seems to be able to listen in to the show, so I hope you can at the end of the show. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, I'll actually go over to my main page because I have a feeling that there's loads of questions being sent in there, and that's via irishpsychic.net. Okay, so I'm just going through the questions. Brenda Clark would love a reading. Okay, well, you didn't actually mention a question, Brenda. So what I'm actually just going to do is I'm just going to do a mini reading for you. So I'm just gathering the cards. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, I do hope that you all had a gorgeous Easter. I did. I got a gorgeous Easter egg, a Thornton Easter egg. I still haven't eaten it though. For some strange reason, I'm one of these people that loves shapes. And I know that may sound strange, but I got an Easter egg at Christmas. Well, it wasn't really an Easter egg at Christmas, but it was in the shape of Santa Claus, and it was all made of chocolate. It was huge, and for some reason I just said, no, I can't break it because it looks too nice to eat. So I left it out into the conservatory, and the conservatory is ice cold. Our conservatory is ice cold anyway. Everything was going fine. It was there for 8 weeks after Christmas, and my family were saying, are you not going to eat the Santa? And I said, no, I'll eat it when I'm ready, because it was too big. Honestly, it was too big. And I went out one day, and I'm sure you're all laughing there now, but unfortunately his whole head had melted, and it wasn't really a pretty sight. His whole head, his whole body had just melted through, and it kind of didn't look right. And then I said, right, I have to eat it. That's kind of a cue from Spirit. You better eat it. So I cracked it open and I started eating it then. But I'll know in future to eat the chocolate because it didn't taste the best after I left it. So that's why this Easter egg, although it's in the shape of an egg at the moment, I don't think it's going to last for long. I think I will have to eat it. So if anyone out there who loves chocolate, you're more than welcome to join me. Not that you're going to get much, because I'll try and eat all of it myself, but sure, you never know. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for is Brenda Clark, like I've mentioned. And Brenda just said would love a reading. Well, I'm just laying out the cards now, Brenda. Right, quite interesting cards here, Brenda. We have the Fool card, one of the major cards. Again, a major card just means that there's higher significance. We have the Black Magician, again, one of the major cards. The Three of Sceptres and also the Four of Swords. Again, as I've mentioned, there's a theme running throughout, tonight's show. The Four of Swords indicates here the sadness from the past. So it's like if a lot of people are going through issues from the past and finding it difficult to, let go of these kind of certain issues that maybe, still around them. And that can be anything from an ex. It can be, from maybe being let go of your job, different situations that can really, really affect, one's person's, mental state in terms of how they're feeling, on a day-to-day basis. And you need to really make sure that you're looking after yourself here, Brenda. And that goes for anyone who's, kind of worried at the moment. Again, the Fool card is here, and the Fool card is in the upright position along with the Black Magician and also the Nine of Cups. They're indicating here with regards to the Nine of Cups, just to trust the relationship. Sometimes we have a tendency to, think, oh, this person is going to be the same as the last and I can't trust him, and, different situations like that. It's quite the opposite in this relationship. I feel that you do need to take that risk and you do need to trust him, and I do feel that everything is going to work out there for you. Again, they're indicating here with regards to the Six of Coins, make sure you do go out and enjoy yourself. Don't kind of hold yourself back and kind of think, you can't go out and enjoy yourself. Sometimes people do think that, and it's, it's quite funny when you do get into that kind of state where you kind of think, well, I can't go out because I'm a certain age and people might think I'm this and I'm that. Well, if I saw someone out enjoying themselves, I'm more or less likely to go, wow, look at that person enjoying themselves, aren't they fantastic? I'm not going to think what maybe you're thinking in your head. So again, please just go out and enjoy yourself and never, fear anyone. You live for yourself and you live for your family as well. That's the way I see things, and that's my motto anyway. I don't kind of mind who doesn't like me, because if they don't like me, well, they're no good to me anyway, and I don't want them in my life. So I'd rather have people around me who do want me in their lives, and that's the way I look at life, and that's the way you should look at life as well, and that goes for anyone listening into the show at the moment. Okay, time for another break. I think I'll take another voice caller after this, so if you left a voice call before the show came on air, fingers crossed I will be reading for you after this. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Tough get going, you'll be on my mind. Cause in a flash of light, you took my breath away, and now you're gone. And all the words that you never heard me say, I went and wrote them in a song. 'Cause I don't wanna cry without you, baby, standing by my side. I don't wanna lie, I'm going crazy, sleeping with my pride. I thought that you would take a chance, but now instead, just like romance, and it's goodbye. And I don't wanna cry a minute longer. I thought I was stronger. Time is never on my side. But maybe fate is what you make it, and you can't stop until you take the hand that makes you smile and makes the tears you cry worthwhile. Cause I don't wanna cry without you, baby, standing by my side. I don't wanna lie, I'm going crazy, sleeping with my pride. I thought that you would take a chance, but now instead, just like romance, and it's goodbye. And I don't wanna cry.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 23:47 and Louise Wardrobe just said, I can't believe that's 45 minutes gone already. Time sure flies and all that. It sure does, Louise, so thank you very much there as well. And even myself as well, I just find the time flies. It's an hour show and I do 3 hours every single week. It's Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. And again, you're more than welcome to send in your question for Friday night show. It's not going to be tomorrow, usually Wednesday, because yesterday was April Fool, and I decided not to do the show just in case no one listened into the show, because some people did think that it was an April Fool's joke. But the regulars and the new listeners know that I do a show Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. But some people just thought it may have been an April Fool's joke, but it definitely wasn't. And I do apologise there. I think I actually played that song already, I Don't Want to Cry. I'm nearly positive I did, but it just doesn't actually let me know that I played it already. So that's why when I saw it, I just said I'll play it again. So I'm sorry if you did kind of think, oh, it's deja vu, I'm after hearing this song already. You probably did. Okay, so it's time for another voice caller. Hello, who's there, please?
Hi, my name's Nicola. I'm calling from Lancashire in the UK. My question for the psychic would be, I've had an ongoing issue for the last couple of years, and I know what head says, I know what heart says. I just wondered what you could tell me. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you very much, Nicola. So you're just kind of wondering with regard to you have an ongoing issue, and you just wanted to find out what you kind of said that you know what your head says and you know what your heart says, so just can I shed any light on that? So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards with regards to your head and 3 cards with regards to your heart. And I always kind of say if there is an issue like that going on in your life at the moment, sometimes it's always best to follow your heart. But having said that, sometimes it's not easy either. So I do hope that I can, shed some light on that as well, Nicola. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, as you can hear. And thank you very much as well for all the people who said that they've got a reading already. Please, if you have done so, please go to irishpsychic.net, click on the Facebook feedback tab, and you'll see there a thing where it says add comment. Just simply add your comment, and I would greatly appreciate that. You don't have to leave me any stars or anything, but just a short sentence would be absolutely brilliant. Okay, so this is for Nicola. Right. So it is quite one of those situations where you're kind of wondering what to do. Well, the cards that are after coming up here, Nicola, it's quite interesting because you have the King of Cups in the reverse position, which represents yourself, and we also have the Star card, and that's kind of with regards your head. So the Star card is always about a wish coming true. So I find, I do kind of feel that things are going to work out, and they will work out. It's just a matter of how you want them to work out, is kind of the way Spirit is actually putting it. Now, in your heart, what they're actually indicating here is the Sun card. And the Sun card, as you know, is one of the most positive cards within the deck. And it is a really, really positive card to find, especially when this particular card comes up. However, you do have the Two of Wands. That's in the reverse position. You have the High Priestess card. That's also there. You have the Moon card, and you also have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is always about movement, and it's always about moving away. So it's kind of like one of those situations where you're thinking, if you make this decision, you need to ask yourself, who's priority within, kind of this situation that you need to make. Because you have the Moon card, and the Moon card is always an indication here where you have kind of, the devil on one side and the angel on the other. One person will say don't, one person will say do, and you're kind of thinking, well, what should I do? They're kind of indicating here to kind of follow your heart. I think that everything else will work out, with respect. Again, I'd love to go into more information. If you can, please do send me a private message. Just go to Irish Psychic, on the Facebook page, which is via the event page. Just click on, who created the event, which is Irish Psychic. You'll see there the page with all the wall, and you can send me a private message there. I'd just love to, know your feedback there in relation to that. But I do feel that things will, work out. I kind of feel that there is, a person here involved, and it's like if you have to kind of step on someone's toes in order to kind of, I'm not going to say get to where it is that you want, but it's like if someone is going to be upset in this, and you do have the Three of Cups here, that's in the reverse position, that's the commitment card, and you also have the Three of Swords, and that's in the reverse position. The Three of Swords in the reverse position, if it was in the upright position, I'd be saying that things are, kind of affecting you, but because it's in the reverse position, it's like if it's going to affect this other person instead. And the best kind of situation that I can indicate here is just to follow your heart and do what you know feels right. So I do hope that that has clarified a few things. And again, like I've mentioned, please do message me via Facebook privately. I would love just to kind of, hear a bit of information and, maybe what it was kind of about. So I do hope that that makes sense. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Okay, we'll do another few readings, I think. We still have 9 minutes left. So how many readings can we fit in within 9 minutes? Well, I'm not too sure, but we'll keep going and we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to take off my headphones here because they're squashing my head. Okay, so we'll go to irishpsychic.net. And please do, like I've mentioned, please do leave your feedback for me by clicking on the Facebook feedback. And we have feedback already. Thank you for the reading. You're very welcome, Brenda. Thank you very much for leaving that feedback. Okay, I'm just going through the questions. Right, so I'm just clicking on Irish Psychic Radio Show. Right, the next person I'd like to read for. Actually, I'll go back to Facebook because I did say I'd take a few from Facebook. Forgive me, I'm just going around here in circles with regards to the different pages because they're all open in front of me and it can get quite confusing. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Margaret Rose. Hi, it's Margaret Rose from Carfin, Motherwell. Could you tell me if I'm going to get good news on this letter? I'm waiting. Thank you. No problem at all, Margaret. So I'm just gathering the cards. I'm just shuffling the cards now. They've just told me to stop. I'm just looking at the cards now, Margaret. I'd love to say yes, but they're kind of indicating no at the moment, Margaret. Just from the cards, it's kind of like just be patient, but they're kind of indicating here from the cards the answer is no to that. And I don't like kind of, being the bearer of bad news, but when Spirit kind of pass on certain messages, I do have to kind of pass them on and kind of say it how it is. So again, if you'd like to, send me a private message, again via Facebook, you're more than welcome to do so as well. So thank you very much for sending in your question as well. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to take a quick break again. And please do, if you've just joined the event page, please do continue on sending in your questions and tell your friends as well. And it's always good to invite your friends as well, because once you join the event, you can actually invite them just by clicking on invite and then select all the different people that you want. And there is a lot of people in the chat room, so if you are in the chat room, thank you very much for keeping each other company, that you're all there chatting away. And I do try and kind of, look at what's being said, but sometimes I can't because it seems to move really, really fast. But you all know who you are and you're all able to follow anyway, so I do hope that you're having a good chat there as well. So do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And that I won't take all those eyes, all those times. I never thought you'd make me cry. What was I to do? I was hooked on you. You know I like the way you move. You know I like the way you groove. You cheated. Oh, oh. You cheated. Oh. People used to say to me, take a chance on love, team. I just used to say to them, I'm a boy, not a man. But now that I'm that little bit older, and all my nights are a little bit colder, without you in my life, my babe, I think that I might go insane. But you cheated on me, babe, and that I won't take all those eyes, all those times. I never thought you'd make me cry. What was I to do? I was hooked on you. You know I like the way you move. You know I like the way you groove. You cheated. Oh, oh. You cheated. Oh. I don't know how you sleep at night. You kept your secret out of sight. But when I opened up my eyes, it wasn't hard to realize we were one, now we are two, and there's nothing I can do. I hope you're glad you got your way. I hope someday you'll feel my pain. I can't believe you did this to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought that you and me were meant to be. All our good times and laughter, all memories now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But I'm sure I'll get through this somehow. But you cheated on me, babe, and that I won't take all those eyes, all those times. I never thought you'd make me cry. What was I to do? I was hooked on you. You know I like the way you move. You know I like the way you groove. Oh, oh. You cheated. Oh, oh. You cheated. All our good times and laughter, all memories now. But I'm sure I'll get through this somehow. You cheated on me, babe, and that I won't take all those eyes, all those times. I never thought you'd make me cry. What was I to do? I was hooked on you. You know I like the way you move. But you cheated on me, babe, and that I won't take all those eyes, all those times. I never thought you'd make me cry. What was I to do? I was hooked on you. You know I like the way you move. You know I like the way you groove. You know I like the way you move. You know I like the way you groove. Oh, oh. You cheated. Oh, oh. You cheated on me, babe.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Time for the final reading of the night. Who's it going to be? I was going to do the drum roll there, but I don't have it queued up. Okay, so the final person of the night that I would like to read for is, I'm just going over to Facebook now, is Karen Daly. Hi, still in a wee bit of a muddle. Can you give me any insight into the issue? Thank you, Kaz. No problem at all, Karen. Seems like a lot of people seem to be in a muddle at the moment, so I'm just shuffling the cards. Again, a lot of people seem to be commenting via the mobile, and then I do kind of comment sometimes, and I do say, hopefully you tune into the radio show. And then they always ask me what radio show. Now, I'm only human, and I do have as much patience as anyone else. But if you can imagine 20 to 30 people every single time who comment and then ask, what station it is, it kind of gets a bit annoying. So if you have any tips, and you're listening into the show at the moment, if you have any tips for the event of how to make it any clearer, please do let me know, because I think I've done everything in my power to let people know that they need to read the description. But if you're commenting via a mobile device, sometimes it can be quite difficult to see the description. But I would love to know, do people realise what they're, joining and what they're signing up for? Because technically I could be asking, for your bank card or your PIN, and, I could be asking for anything like that, but I'm not. I'm just asking you to tune into the radio show, and it's pointless if you cannot listen into the show. I'm reading, a question out, because some mobiles can listen into the show, some mobiles can't. I don't actually know which, because it doesn't actually let me know. If it did, it would be brilliant if it said, the iPhone or the Android, but it doesn't. So I don't know what mobile phone you have. So if you do comment, it's up to you to check. I've done everything I've mentioned in my power to kind of let everyone know that this is what you need to click on. And thanks to a lot of the people who do let people know. But it's pretty straightforward. You just go to irishpsychic.net and then click on the radio show. Some people have figured out with regards to the app as well. You just download Spreaker, Spreaker, via your mobile phone. Again, I'd have to go through a whole workshop on how to do that as well. For the people that don't know how to do it, because sometimes they kind of wonder, I may get a message asking me, can my phone download this app? And then if I ask the question, can your phone download any app? And then they say, I don't know. Then I'm kind of stuck and I don't know what to do. But that's what people do say. So if you don't have, the different apps on your phone, well, then obviously you can't download it. You will have to listen in via laptop. There we go. So I do hope that makes sense. Okay, so who was I reading for there? It was Karen Daly, and you just said, hi, still in a wee bit of a muddle. Can you give me any insight into the issue? Okay. Right, well, the card that's after coming up, Karen, is you have the 3 of coins in the reverse position. And the 3 of coins in the reverse position on that particular card there is the ring and the love heart, and you also have the horseman of coins in the reverse position as well, and the 8 of cups in the upward position, and the sage card. I kind of think that there's just an awful lot of worry around you at the moment, and I know you're saying there that you still feel that you're in a bit of a muddle. They're kind of just saying here, again, the sage card come up. The sage card is always about knowledge, so get a little bit more knowledge with regards to this before you kind of think anything is wrong. And I hope that makes sense, but that's why they're giving it to me as well. I'd love to go into a further in-depth reading on that card, but I don't want to because I'm actually on air. But by all means, please do just private message me if you want via Facebook. And we'll see what the story is there. But again, they're kind of just indicating here just to kind of calm down. And I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying, but that's the way they're kind of putting it here to me. So I hope that has answered your question, Karen, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well to the show. Well, I'm afraid that is it. It's 1 minute past 12 now. It's time for everyone to go asleep, including myself, but unfortunately I can't. I'm up until 2 a.m. tonight doing private readings, so if you've been waiting on a private reading, please hang on. I will be with you hopefully between now and 2 a.m. The next show, like I've mentioned, is Friday. Wait until you see the event created for Friday night show, and then you'll be able to comment there with a question as well. And if you've had a reading with me, please just kind of leave it to the people who may not have had a reading, because it's always good to get the new people getting one of those free readings as well. You can leave a voice message for the show for Friday night. All you need to do is dial 01 from Ireland. It's 01 443 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00353 443 43 57, and that is the number. Hopefully you have a fantastic day tomorrow. It's Wednesday. There is no show, unfortunately, but there will be another show on Friday night at 11 p.m. Take care. For myself, Irish Psychic, good night, and thank you very much as well for tuning in. Take care. For myself, Gary.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.